Thank you so very much. But I am curious, and I want you to help me out with this one as well. You talked about the age limit and the fact that if you're a parent and you deal in tobacco, you don't have to expose it to your child and all that. We have families who farm tobacco, and so children grow to inherit it. That is what the family depends on. What do you say to that? What should I do? That's what gives the family money. I have to go to school, so I have to support my parents. So in this particular situation, what do I do?
Okay. I believe the theme for this year's World No Tobacco Day celebration was we want food, not tobacco. In our part of the world, Ghana, where we find ourselves, we hardly see people going into huge plantations of tobacco. But when you go to eastern part of Africa and other parts of Africa, tobacco is a huge business. They do farm tobacco a lot. And these farms, they are using arable land that you are supposed to use to produce food for us to eat. That is what we are using to farm these products. And so that is why the WHO came out with this theme. What the WHO is trying to do is to educate these farmers and let them know the importance of the harm that these tobacco that they are planting is causing people, so that they would refrain from farming these products and rather use the land to farm food. Because most of the food insecurity that we hear about is usually in the eastern part of Africa. We always hear of farming and people are not getting food and all that. It is because they are using these lands to farm these tobacco products. And then the people in the tobacco business, because they have the money, they would lure you into farming. But then the tobacco plant itself, it even degrades the land. And so as you use the land to farm tobacco, you can't use it to farm any other crops again. Because of the large quantities of pesticides that are required to help in this growing and then, of tobacco. And also, like you said, they use children because it is demanding. The work on the tobacco farm is demanding. So they use children to do those things. And then these children, they don't get to even go to school. All they do is do the farming, and then once you are farming something, then the likelihood that you'd also get to use it is also high. And so it is all about educating these farmers to let them know the importance of, and then the effect, the harmful effect of what they are doing. You think you are getting money, all right, but then you are causing a lot of harm to the future of these kids. Obviously, the harm outweighs the benefit.
Okay, so let me come back to you, Mr. Kwate. Let's look at the World Tobacco Day and the theme for this year, and most importantly, the significance of this theme in helping to stop the usage of tobacco.
Okay, just as my able colleague said, the theme for this year is we need food, not tobacco. And also every year on 31st of May, as I mentioned earlier, the World Health Organization and global partners celebrate the World No Tobacco Day, and we do same here in Ghana. And this annual campaign is an opportunity to raise awareness of the harmful and deadly effects of tobacco use and also secondhand smokers exposure, and also to discourage the use of tobacco in any form. So I believe since we are on campus and it's a campus radio, I believe most of the students are listening and the student leaders, so they could even call on us, the Food and Drugs Authority, in terms of their celebration week, just to talk to them, just to tell them about these side effects. I believe it will go a long way to impact and also help us detect from this usage of tobacco. So the theme for this year, as I said, we need food, a lot of food. As we know, the food insecurity in this world, we believe if these farmers come on board and they produce the tomato, they produce the onions, they produce the vegetables, the food, the potatoes that we need, I believe there will be a lot of food in the system, which will help curb the food insecurity we face. I believe Ghana, we do face some challenges in terms of food. So if these little farmers that are trying to go into these tobacco plantations and all that, they should rather venture into sugarcane plantation for our factories. They should venture into tomato for our factories, tomato paste factories. They should venture into yam to help us get cassava flour and all that, so that we enhance the economy also. I believe it will end up, bringing a good impact into our economy, so that we all will benefit from this.